Góðan daginn, welcome to the Project Pal. My name is Gunnhildur, I'm an Icelander, live in Iceland, and this is my podcast vlog, chat type of thing. Still don't know what to call it. It's a thing, it's a video. Where I talk mainly about yarn, about knitting and crocheting, because I am lucky enough to do both. Call it the Project Pile because I have projects and they are in piles and I just keep adding to them. I'm doing better with the yarn though. I'm using up more yarn than I'm buying, so that's a positive. I also talk quite a bit about the weather because I love to say it's because I'm a stereotypical middle-aged Icelander, and culturally that means that we always have something to talk about because the weather in Iceland is chaotic, and if it stays the same for 5 minutes, that actually reaches the news. I'm only slightly exaggerating. Right now, I think it's like plus 13, 14, which is nice. However, it's really, really windy, which is not as nice. And because it's very westernly direction, even though I am at the complete opposite side of the country, I'm like, roughly speaking, 10-12 hour drive away from Reykjavik. It's a couple of there are some 100 kilometers between where I am and where our capital is, but there's a blue mist. There's a blue mist from the eruption, from the Sundhnúkagigaröð. That's a mouthful. The most current eruption happening right now. So on that, so the eruption is being, it's stabilized. It's apparently rather, still a little bit strong. Who knows how long it's gonna last, because the tank was quite full. But yeah, so yes, there. It's very big. I put up a very short, less than a minute long clip. When did it start again? Did it start on Monday or Tuesday? I can't remember. But yeah, so it went from like a kilometer long fissure up to either 2.5 or 3.4 kilometer fissure. At the highest, the wall was over 3 kilometers high, and seeing pictures of it, it's just like, it's always insane seeing an eruption. Seeing pictures of it is like, oh, Mother Nature is so cool. Scary, but really, really cool. Also because no one has been harmed, and that's something that I am always so grateful for. I run in the Blue Lagoon and the power plant at Svartsengi, safely evacuated. There were people in Grindavik. I run is safely evacuated, so that's number one. On the other news, we have a new president. So yesterday was election day here in Iceland. It's also because, two things. Today is Sjómannadagurinn, which is Sailors' Day, Fisherman's Day, in celebration of fishermen. And I really wish the weather was a little bit nicer, because we always bring flowers to my father's grave because he was a fisherman. And my brother found some really, really nice, I think it's petunias, dark purple. That Will loved them. I think petunias were his favorite. It's not petunia though. Violets. Yeah. Not the same thing, I think it's violets. Anyway, he would love them. And dark purple, yeah. He just really liked those flowers. And really wish the weather was a little nicer, because yesterday it was absolutely perfect. So most of the celebrations were yesterday, which I'm real thankful, because now today that it's windy, that wouldn't have been as much fun. So I did miss out on the sailing. So there are 2 local fishing trawlers and some of the smaller private ships. They all went into a small fleet. This is a tradition on Shumandal. So they formed a little fleet with the volunteer rescue unit, the local chapter, on boats to keep safety, in case someone fell off, which has never happened so far, but safety first. So they form a little fleet in the morning and sail out a little bit out on the fjord, because there's a very nice the fjord where I live actually has like it has it kind of looks like a giant footprint from like a very weird dinosaur, basically. So there are other fjords, just it's anyway. So the fishing trawlers, they go a little like into the bay, and they take a sail a bit more. It's really cool, and I missed out on it because I forgot the sailing was at that time, and I had volunteered to show up to work to do a little extra because it's a big day. So anyway, and then there was the rowing competition and the juniors, the horse riding club. There's a kids part English, and they had a little ride, so it was so fun to see them, and the horses also pretty. I love Icelandic horses. They are so cute. They are such a nice horse breed. And some other celebrations. I did go into town to catch my boat and watch the rowing competition and stop at the coffee shop for a little bit, meet people, have a chat. It was really nice. I did tip my finger into the ocean because the children were wading in, so I'm like, isn't it cold? And they're like, no. So I go check. It's not that cold. It would be terrible for a tourist. I really would not recommend anyone just coming here to Iceland to visit to go into the ocean, because acclimatization is a thing, something to keep in mind. But when we've been here like the entire winter, the sea isn't that cold considering. And yeah, so also the weather was fantastic. I could go outside wearing a dress, no jacket. It was fantastic. And the election was really calm. It was such a lot of fun. And I can proudly say that the candidate that I cast my vote for is now our president, Halla Tómasdóttir. So I am very, very happy. So yeah, our now former prime minister was also running, and I really, really like her. But because I felt that like she was being bullied, like she was being pressured into running, I didn't want to vote for her, because I felt that she was being treated unfairly, basically. Even if it was her choice to run, I felt like she was being bullied, and I couldn't shake that feeling. So I really hope that she now manages to like take some time off and go do something else. Like 20 years in politics, I'm not really into politics, but when you're doing the same job for 20 years, I'm speaking from experience, you get really, really tired. But yeah, so we have a new president, and I'm really looking forward to it. Very, very happy about it. And in other more yarn-related news, I finished the 40 squares. I got the last ones finished yesterday, and that means I only have these 10 triangles to make, and then I can get into the fun part of combining everything, and that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, like this is, I'm so proud of myself. But yeah, like this pattern has been so much fun. Like I managed to memorize the pattern itself so well that I always keep this to the side to, you know, because I do not trust my brain. I know my brain. I lived with it for nearly 40 years now. I know how far I can trust it. So I always keep the pattern right next to me when I'm working, just to be sure. And this has been such a fun pattern to work with. Like just the squares that you end up with, they are so pretty. Like I cannot get over how pretty this is, and I cannot wait to see how this shawl turns out. It's going to be really interesting to work it all together, and then to be able to use it. Like I literally have dresses picked out that I feel might go with the shawl. I am not happy with it, but because, you know, I like to have a crochet project going on. Like there's just something about summertime. I feel like in the wintertime I rather prefer to knit, and then when it comes close to summertime I prefer to crochet. I don't know why it is, because last year I really got into crocheting the granny square cardigans from Hobby, and but as soon as it started to get darker and a little cooler, I went back to knitting. I'm like, it's a seasonal thing apparently. That said, because I have that crochet project to finish hopefully this week. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be really, really cool. And I do have, you know, speaking of crochet projects from last year, I still have 2 that I need to finish. Because projects in piles. But I want to get started on another new project, because I decided that I really want to make let's start with one giant granny square blanket throw, whatever it's gonna turn out to be, because I did remember that I'm not even gonna try how long ago I bought these things, but there's a king called Curiosity Cakes, and I probably was gonna crochet into shawls, because I do remember I was on a complete shawl kick. Still my favorite pattern, that shawl, because you basically end up with like net like shawl, and I love it. But tell me, if you can, why did I order 13 cakes? Like, why do I think this is a good idea? I mean, it's in my benefit now, because now I can make a giant granny square, and I'm thinking like a pink themed, right? Because I have 2 of these. I've got these 2, and this one. So I kind of feel like those 5 would go together in a big pinkish themed granny square. And I mean a giant one, because I feel like after I've joined these all together, I will not want to be joining squares together for a little while. So I feel like I have planned for this. Oh, maybe. No, there's too much gray in this one. And then I'm thinking the others. No, my microphone is too close. But like these three kind of go together. I mean, obviously these are exactly the same, but they would go, I feel like, with this one. And maybe I mean, you see my problem? That's a problem. But honestly, there's a hamper. Yes, I have a hamper of yarn, and these were on the bottom of it. I basically have it. I have my loose skeins in there because convenient. So I took these out, and this is not a small amount. The hamper barely changed. So my mission to continue working with the yarn that I already have. Like, I have yarn for years. Goodness gracious. But yeah, I feel like if I start with the pinks. Yeah, maybe start with this, and then this, you know, something, you know, like that. Yeah, I feel like that's the plan. But yeah, obviously I still want to finish the yellow shell first, so that it doesn't become a forever project. I'm still on my mission to finish things. Because that's kind of the point of getting things started, is that you also want to finish them because there's a reason why you start on them in the first place. Making things is fun, but I am still training myself to also finish them and then use them. It is going. But yeah. Ugh, I'm not liking blue mist because I know what's in it. It's not a dangerous amount, but I don't like it. So yeah, that is kinda my tangential plans. Tangential? My kind of plans today is try and get the triangles at least started, maybe finished, and yeah. What are the things I need to get done today? I need to do laundry. I really need to do laundry. Yeah, some writing, some reading, relaxing. But yeah, I will hopefully see you again next weekend. Hopefully with the shawl done, and we'll see how far along I'll get with the next crochet project. It's gonna be interesting. Oh, that means I'll you know what, I'm gonna stop where I am because otherwise I'm just gonna keep rambling. But yeah, I will hopefully see you again next weekend. We'll see where the volcano will be at that point. You never know with those things. And I will see you then. Okay? Till then, take care. Bless, bless.